this video, we will learn how to work with floating patterns in Astera ReportMiner. This is the second file. So this is the same source file, but the only difference you will see here is that the data here now is kind of misaligned. So for example, this record is a bit on the right side, then you see this quantity is before the first one. So there is a misalignment, or you can say that the data is floating. For such cases, we have a floating pattern type. So what we are going to create a new report model, okay, and then load the second file, which is inside the exercise 2 folder, floating pattern, and open it. Then we are going to create a new data region. Now, since our previous pattern was just a numeric character, but that would not be feasible here. As you can see that if I let's say make a numeric character pattern again, it will not cover the second line because there is no numeric value on this particular position. Okay. And if I make it floating pattern right now, so it will cover much garbage data because there are numeric values in almost every line. So what we need to do, we need to make our pattern as strong as we can. And for that, I'm going to use this item code. So in item code, you can see that in every line we have first 3 alphabetic characters, then we have a hyphen, and then we have 5 numeric characters. So this is kind of a strong pattern, and I'm going to use it for this use case. So I'll just match 3 alphabets, then I'll write hyphen from keyboard, and then match any data lines are covered because I have not checked floating pattern yet. So I'm going to check it, and you'll see that all of these lines have been covered, right? And now if I want to capture the fields, I can simply select it from here. Okay, then this quantity. So you see that the data fields are also moved ahead or behind with respect to the pattern. This is because I use the floating field option as well. So if I uncheck this, you will notice that all the fields for quantity have been aligned, and this is not what I want. So if I want my data fields to be aligned by the same number of characters as my matching pattern is going to be aligned, so then I'll have to use the floating fields for that. Okay, and similarly I'm going to select the other regions, other data points as well. Okay, also you see that this line has not been covered properly, so I can increase its length from here. Increase field length, so it will just increase the length of my data field, right? And this is how you work with floating patterns. In the next video, we will learn about pattern count in Astera ReportMiner.